All right. Excuse me. This is Twin Benz. I got I'm posted up at Shell Suncoast gas station. This is crazy how they do us when we homeless in the street. They treat us nasty, they leave us, but we try to say we open the door, we respect, we bless. We say bless it, and you know what I'm saying? And they leave us for no apparent reason. I don't know what is on their mind. We all got a mind, so we gotta, you know what I'm saying, maintain on that type of level, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not perfect, they not perfect, so I respect that, but you know, in God's way, so you know.
Where your girl that you had, man?
Who? What girl? Oh, I don't know where she at, so I don't give a fuck about where she at. We fucking friends. You know what I'm saying? She fucking friends. So you don't do that. If you with a girl, she with you, she supposed to be with you only. Not with everybody and clowns and jokers. So wrong with these motherfuckers. They deep boys, they animals and shit, zombies.
But what you did?
I ain't did nothing, I just raised hell at her, tell her leave me alone. That's all I did. And every time a female came at the store, they liked me, she mugged me. She's gonna sell me out into these motherfuckers. And they pretty as hell, you feel me? And she a zombie in the ass. She wanna be a demon, a snake. I go see fucking Dick and Harry. Like Hops and Harry and hip hop and schoolyard.
What's going
like
on?
A bunch of dots.
What be going on out here on a regular night, like Saturday night?
What's be going on? Everybody jumping, kicking me in my face, and treating me like I'm a meatball sandwich, and I'm a hot pipe, and I'm a dry doodle.
Don't matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. If you choose to, it's whatever you choose to do. Nobody got no handcuffs on you. You know what I mean? Me, myself personally, I consider myself as an OG. I done lived, I done did it, I done done it, but ain't no fixing, ain't no line, and ain't none of this. All you gotta do, man, is put your foot forward, best foot forward, keep going, keep going. It's all about God. You know what I mean? You gonna do what you gonna do. If you get high, you gonna get high, but it's the right way to do wrong, and it's the wrong way to do right. You know, and I can say for myself, well, like, I'm dealing with cancer, I'm dealing with arthritis, I'm dealing with this, but yet and still, I still get out here and I get it. And I don't get it by making excuses and trying to blame other people for my shortcomings, because actually, really, me, myself personally, I don't have any shortcomings. You know, I trust and believe in a power that's greater than me. He carried me, you know, and I'm not going to stand here and try to glorify or make shit look better than what it is. But I'm living. I'm making the best of what I do, out of what I do. I don't. If I need it, I ask for it. But I'm not a beggar. I'm not a drop shot. I do what I can. If I can help somebody, I help somebody. I admit that I am an addict, you know, but I'm a functioning addict, you know.
What about that? What's a functioning addict?
A functioning addict is a person that he does his drugs, he buys his drugs, but he still get out and he work. I say work, hustle, get out and function, be able to stand here and hold a conversation without going tweet, you know? A functioning addict is someone who somebody will trust, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and can be trusted, you know? And because what I have to present myself in a certain way, you know, regardless to what a person may see. They don't know who I am. You know, that's why they say don't judge a book by its cover, and it's true. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I portray myself in a certain persona, and then it is what it is. It is what it is.
I got a question. So, what's your drug of choice? Because you made a point. If you're not tweaking, and you're
I'm a cross addicted addict.
What does that mean?
That means I drink, I smoke, I snort, but it's all in the way you do things, I mean, in moderation. Sometimes I'm human. I go a little bit too far, but that's when the matter and the mind come in. That's when I back up. Because it really...
I got a question for you. What age you were when you first started using drugs?
Well, when I first started using drugs, I was in high school, and drugs were totally different from what they are now. I started out with pills and marijuana, moved from marijuana, to snorting powder, I even went as far as to shoot heroin, had a bad episode, got delivered, never did that again, but I also used to deal drugs. I became my own best customer. I went to the feds, came back out, using.
What year you went to the feds?
I was back in 87.
87?
Yeah, I went to the feds. My co-defendant was Clifford Wise.
Oh, Boss Hall.
Yeah. He caught 50, I caught 5 conspiracy.
Yeah. How was that back then, Boss Hall? Tell me something about Boss Hall. A lot of people don't know nothing about him.
Really, Boss Hall, we went to school together, and actually Boss Hall was just a young man, that thought he was bigger than the world, what I mean? It came to him fast and it went in an ugly way, what I mean? And he was all right cat, man, as far as, I don't have nothing bad to say about him because we were all doing the same shit, and if he had it, he spread it around, with different people, blah, 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 no name calling, but during the time, he was a coward, Behind those doors, he was a bitch. It is what it is. Out on the street, he was so he thought he was the shit, But in life, it is what it is, I mean,
So they gave him 50 years?
They gave him 50 years for a whole lot of shit. Boss Hogg used to do a lot of stuff, man. Crazy, out of this world shit. You know what I mean? He used to cuss out police officers, threaten their families, and all kinds of shit. That's how he caught all that time. But how I got hooked up with him is I was doing my own thing. I went to him to buy a pack of dope, and so he told me to keep my money. He had a delivery he wanted made, so I made the delivery, which I suited up, couldn't be identified. They had me on there as an unidentified suspect, but he brought them to my house, telling them that the drug that I delivered was mine, which wasn't. So when they did my PSI, it was only one sheet of paper in the whole PSI, in the federal PSI, with me as an unidentified suspect. So I caught 5 years for conspiracy. That's how I got the 5 years. I spent some of it in the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary, and the rest up there in Montgomery, Alabama.
How was it in Atlanta Penitentiary back then when you went?
Oh man. Oh boy. It was all right, but it was something I'd never seen before, man. It was like I had never been to jail. That was my first time ever going to jail, prison, anything, But I learned a lot because I was locked up with a lot of white collar crime, federal people, and they were older than I was. So I learned how to keep my mouth shut, pay attention, and just, I learned how to learn a lot of things. Learn how to read, everything,
Hey, you remember when crack hit the city, right? So how did it affect the community?
Well, man, I tell you, it was so much back then. You know, everything used to be free base, and then when that crack hit, it just ran through, man. Let's talk salad, man. When I look back, I can see how people were just stole, man. It's hard to explain. You got mere words. You can't put it into mere words. You got to live it, man. You got to live it and be a survivor. You know what I mean? You got to be a survivor.
How many generations you seen it affect?
At least 5. Easy. Non-stop and still doing it. Without any remorse. You know? And the way I see it is, crack don't sell itself, bro. You know? It's the mentality behind the person who smoked it and the mentality behind the person who did it. You know what I mean? You know, it's a will thing. Just like I said, it's mind over matter. If you mind and it matters to you, you make you got your choices. But it's not. It's a lot easier for some than it is for others. I'm just myself. I look at myself as a survivor in a way. Because I do mind, so I back off when I feel like I don't went too far. You know?
What type of advice you got for somebody out there?
Well, my advice is nothing to glorify the money. You can get money, and it don't take crack to get it. You know what I mean? All it is. The only way I can say it is this: it ain't no win. There's no win. Whether you sell it or you smoke it, there's no win. In the end, you can't take it with you. And you know, and if you and when I say it, and I'll go back and I'll say this: if you're gonna do the wrong thing, do it the right way. And like I said, it's the right way to do wrong. Use it. You know, use it to your. If you can capitalize and get money off of it, put it to some kind of good use. You know, because you can do that. That's if you got that mentality. You know, it's like giving back. You can't always take and expect for it to be like that, but at least you have it in your heart to do something good with what you did, with whatever you get.